hi there everyone and welcome. I'm Kareth and I'm so glad you stopped by my channel. Today's recipe is for another meal in a jar. This one is for poppy seed chicken. It's a subscriber request, so I hope I do you proud. The original recipe is that one that calls for cream of chicken soup, sour cream, chicken, poppy seeds, and then it's topped with a crunchy buttercracker topping. So I am going to show you how to do this in the best possible way. You'll have to store some buttercrackers next to your jar, but y'all, the topping is so much better the way I'm going to show you how to make it. Now, of course, you're going to need some poppy seeds for your poppy seed chicken, and then just some regular kind of seasonings. I'm including a little bit of lemon powder, and let me show you how I do this. I'm going to start with just a pint-sized jar because I only wanted 2 servings of this. This is easily doubled and you could put it in a quart-sized jar. So you'll need about a cup of chicken dices and then a cup of sour cream powder. Now I will tell you, this makes a lot of sauce. That's how I like it. So if you don't want as much sauce as you see in this video, just cut that back to about 3/4 of a cup and cut back just a little on the water. I gave it a good shake to settle the ingredients down in the spaces and make some room at the top of my jar. And then I'm just going to add the poppy seeds and the seasonings here. I thought, oh, I'll try and put the poppy seeds along the outside so they can see them. But it didn't work very well. I don't think you can see them. They're too high up in the jar. All right, here are my seasonings, and these are just kind of normal. It's salt, pepper. Chef's Choice is an all-purpose seasoning from Thrive Life. If you don't have that, you can put any kind of all-purpose seasoning, and that Trinity Shake is just onions, celery, and green peppers that have been dried. The cornstarch is in there because the cream of chicken powder that I have from Judee's, it calls for a tablespoon of cornstarch when you use a 1/4 cup of their cream of chicken powder. So that's why I've put that in there. If you don't have that Judee's brand of cream of chicken powder, don't worry. Just add maybe an extra teaspoon of some chicken bouillon and you should really be fine. I forgot to add the lemon powder that I put in that bowl, and I realized it afterwards, and I did add it when I went to take pictures. Yeah, just a little bit of that lemon powder, or if you have true lemon packets, it adds a little bit of tang to this and it's really nice. So this is what you would be storing on your pantry shelf. And of course you need to store the buttercrackers with it. Be sure to check the expiration date on your buttercrackers. Now you can see here I've used 2 of the mini sleeves, but you could use 1 of the regular size. All right, and when you're ready to prepare this, you'll just get out a couple of things. You'll need a medium-sized pot for the chicken and the sour cream sauce, and you'll need a medium-sized skillet for the topping. This is going to be done completely on the stovetop. You do not need to put this in the oven. So empty the contents of the jar into the pot and add a couple cups of water and give it a really good stir. Of course, all of that powder in there is going to take a little bit of time to combine with the water. So I suggest you just be patient with it, stir it until it's really good and combined before you put the heat on there. And then just put it to medium heat until it starts to simmer. Meanwhile, you can work on your topping. Okay, this is by far the best way I've found to do this topping. What you need to do is brown your butter, okay? So that was half a stick of butter or 4 tablespoons, and then you just get it on medium heat until it browns. The flavor is so good. I just kind of went back and forth between the sour cream sauce and chicken and then the topping. But when you get that to a bubble, reduce that heat to a medium-low. I ended up at a 3 out of 10 on my stove, and I simmered it for 10 minutes and it was ready. Meanwhile, check on your butter. Now this is the color you're looking for. You want it an amber color, but don't let it go past that. You don't want to burn it. Turn that heat off when you get to that color, and then add the crackers. And I just crush them up inside the sleeve. You can put those crackers in a different baggie if you want to crush it that way, whatever you prefer. But that's all there is to it. When you add those crackers to that browned butter and it coats all the crackers, oh, y'all, it's so good. And I even suggest tasting that. I used a salted Kerrygold butter and it was perfect. And there you have it. There's your cracker topping. It's way better than putting it on the chicken, putting it in the oven and cooking it for 35 or 40 minutes. This method is way better than that. Be sure to give your sour cream sauce a taste. I decided it needed some more chicken flavor, so I added some of our Thrive Life chicken bouillon. I will add that in the recipe notes down below. And then make sure your chicken is tender. Mine was tender after about 10 minutes of simmering. I like to serve this over rice. I think it's a great combination. That rice kind of soaks up that sauce and it just makes it stretch farther. We always serve this with green beans. Now here comes the best part. It's the crunchy topping. And that way everybody gets as much as they want on their portion and it stays nice and crunchy. And if a little bit happens to get on the green beans, it's not a bad thing. So here you go. Here's our poppy seed chicken. Isn't that pretty? Y'all, it tastes so good. It's creamy. The chicken is nice and tender. That sauce is just delicious with a little bit of lemon. Very good. And let me tell y'all, our sour cream powder is so versatile. I use it in so many different things. I've got a recipe on my channel for sour cream chicken enchiladas. I put it in a loaded baked potato soup, but I also use it in things like my muffin mix. So it's a really good product to have on your shelf. And I'm telling you, this is the best way to make that butter cracker topping. It's crunchy, it's buttery. When you brown the butter, it's so good. This was really tasty, y'all. I hope you give this a try. And let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate it when y'all give me a like and a subscribe and a comment. All of that helps my channel. It helps YouTube to know you find value in my content. It helps other people see my videos. So I have more than 100 videos. I have so many meals in jars and then other ways to use freeze-dried food in everyday cooking. I've also got meal reviews and cooking with friends videos and just lots of things to choose from. Well, I hope I'm giving y'all lots of ideas and options for different ways to use your food stores. All right, I'll include my shopping link in the video description box below as well as the full recipe. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Y'all be blessed. And until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.